we've got some under bonnet bling. To fit. I'll get all this out of the way. So yeah, got loads of stainless under bonnet bling parts and brackets. For some reason I ordered 2 lots of horn brackets, I don't know why. Radiator top mounts, all polished steel, that's like a brake reservoir cap. I'll get it all out anyway and show you what it all is. I thought I'd unpackage some of this stuff. So this is all the under bonnet bling which we'll be going for. So we've got this, these normally rot out on Fs and TFs. So this is a stainless one, not that you're going to see it, so, but it's just peace of mind that it's there and it's not going to corrode. But that basically covers the under part of the latch to stop people breaking into your car. This thing is a stainless ABS module bracket, and then we've got a servo brace meant to give it a bit of feel in the pedal, stop the servo brace or stop the servo from flexing basically. And then we've got a stainless brake reservoir cover, top radiator mounts, battery clamp, horn brackets. I've only got one horn bracket or one horn on mine, so I'll only need to use one of these. And I think this is a washer bottle cap. So again, we'll see what that entails. Right, moving over to the car, I have given it a hot wash underneath. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start undoing all these bolts along here, all these screws, these bolts. I've got new bolts to replace these with. I need to remove that. Horn bracket, we'll remove all this, we'll get all this out of the way, and we need to basically polish all the bare metal surfaces. So basically all I'm going to do is undo all these bolts, get all this out of the way, and then we'll move on to the next step. Again, you don't need to see me do this, it's just a case of removing bolts. Simple as that. Right, let's get on with it because times are cracking on. Right, here we go. Got it all stripped out as far as I'm going to go with it. Got all this out of the way. All that. Got this off. That's all disconnected. So it's just a case of polishing now. I have made a start on this bonnet to see how it turns out. Not that you can see very well because of the light there is pretty poor. You can probably see how dull and faded, and see all the discoloration in it. And I've literally just spent 5 minutes just on this little corner here, and I'm just seeing how that comes up. But I think that was just with a little polisher. But I think we'll have to get out the compound on it, to be honest with you, compound and polish. So we're gonna get on and polish some of this off, and I'll show you some of it. But the got this panel off as well. You can see how these normally rot out. This one's in like quite good condition compared to what they normally are. But yeah, that's the bit that we're going to replace that you'll never see. Yeah, it's just a case of getting in and getting stuck in and polishing now. So bear with us. Right, here we go. We've got all this side all polished up and starting to get some of the shiny stuff in. Trouble is with these TFs, they didn't really paint the underneath, just literally blow over, so the paint is really thin, as you can see, so patchy. But that's all been polished. So I've polished all this bonnet, I've done all this side, and just fitted some shiny bits. All the black plastics will need to be dressed as well, so we'll get on and finish off and do this side. Right, I'll show you a little bit of what happened on the other side. So all I'm using at the minute is this Meguiar's compound. I'll just put it on a rag and literally rub it in. I have got a little tiny 3-inch machine polisher. To be honest with you, it's not really ideal for these tight situations, so it's just as easy to do it all by hand. Now, just buff it off a different part of the towel, and we'll go over the polish as well anyway, and we'll get all the residue off from the compound. Okay. Right, polishing again. I've got this Meguiar's Ultimate Polish for no real reason. It's just got her down around. And you're doing exactly the same as what you are with the compound. Just spread it around, work it in. Try and get into all the nooksy crannies. And again, the same as the bonnet, the paint isn't protected by any lac or anything, so it's literally just bare paint, so you need to be a little bit careful not to go too hard out, you will end up rubbing the paint off. Go. That's that done. So I can now put the fuse box back in its place and carry on with the next bit. Right, so I've got all this back in now. Again, a couple of little tuner Allen key style nuts. Hold that on. Battery clamp, stainless battery clamp or a stainless bolt. So yeah, the only thing I've got to do now is clean up in here where the spare wheel goes, and also fit the servo brace. So do I show you how to fit that? Yeah, I think I might. It's very simple, and I'm sure there's other videos out there that tells you how to do it. So I'll just show you my way, basically. So yeah, fit that, and then I've got to clean up this front panel and get this back in. So, alright, let's get this clean first, then servo brace. Right, as you can see, we're getting on rather well now. I've polished all the spare wheel well. I've done this panel here as well. That's all come back together. So I was going to show you how to put a servo brace on. So I'll get you set up as best I can. There ain't really many places to mount you, to be honest, but I'll get you set up and then we'll see what we can figure out. Right, so I've got you balanced. You might fall over at some point, but we'll see how we get on. So the bolts that you'll need to undo to fit this, pretty explanatory really, is these three at the top here, and then there's one bolt there and one bolt at the side. Now these ones here are nutted and bolted, so you will have to get a span on the back, which can be a little bit difficult. Right, I've got it all sorted almost. So we've got the bolts out. So I'm just going to get this fitted in. They can be a little bit tricky. That's how it sits. So we'll get some bolts started. Right, there we go, it's all now fitted. As you can see, it's easier to take the bolts out than to put them back in again, but it is doable, just using a different spanner for every nut basically. But you probably saw that I stripped the head out of that bolt there, but I managed to get that out and a new one put in there. So yeah, that's that side bolt in there, and there's another one down in there. And I would say you need to get all the bolts started before you tighten them all down, and yeah, and that'll go swimmingly. These are purely for the TF models with the snorkel. If you've got an F, you'll find you've got a big box in there, which is unnecessary basically. You can swap that big box out for the snorkel. That is a common upgrade. You do have to get underneath with a long extension to undo these 3 bolts here. Again, made difficult because the subframe's in the way and all the brake boosters in the way, but you can do it. And these 3 top ones up here, you have to come in from inside the cab. You take all the glove box out and get to it from inside the cab, and then you sort of have to smash them out. And again, because water gets into the box, the nuts on the inside normally rot out and you can't get the bolts out anyway, so you end up cutting a big hole in it with an angle grinder and basically chiseling the box out. It's a long-winded process. Some of them come out really well and some of them don't, but yeah, you sort of have to take the rough with the smooth. But if you've got a TF, you're fine because they all come with the snorkel. So it's literally got to put on this big plastic trim here, put the earth lead back on and put the chrome bit on top of there, and then just dress all the black plastics and rubbers with some dressing. So I'll do that and I'll come back to you when it's all done and show you the finished product, I guess. Right, here we go. That's all done as far as I'm concerned. So everything is on, it's all detailed up, all nice and shiny. So yeah, and there was a few bits missing that I wanted to get but couldn't get hold of. That's a chrome bonnet latch and a chrome bonnet catch. I've had these in the past, they come up every now and again, but I haven't seen one in the last 6 months for sale, so far short of getting a set and taking them to be chromed. I think I'll just hold on for now. What else was there? Oh yeah, I wanted to get the chrome fuse box cover. That's like a little chrome plate that just sits on top of there. Again, couldn't see any of them recently. You can get a little chrome brake fluid reservoir cap, but I think that'd be too much with the chrome and then the chrome. What else was there? I'm pretty sure you can get a chrome clutch reservoir cover as well, but apart from that, it's as good as it's going to get, far short of repainting the underside of the bonnet. You see just how thin the paint is. It's so patchy. Underneath here isn't too bad, but there are a couple of little marks on there, bits of corrosion which is starting to seep through, and it looks like the battery has leaked at some point. It just caused a little bit of corrosion in there, but apart from that, it's a solid car, and I am reasonably happy with the outcome. So that is it for the under bonnet restoration.